Did you know that every year, more than 8 million people die from cancer worldwide? That's more than the population of New York City. Cancer is a disease that occurs when abnormal cells grow out of control and invade other parts of the body. Some of the well-known causes of cancer are smoking, exposure to radiation, genetic mutations, and infections. But what if I told you that there are some daily habits that are seemingly harmless, but they could be stealthily increasing your risk of developing cancer? In this video, we will reveal 10 surprising habits that cause cancer and how you can avoid them. Trust me, many of them will surprise you. Keep watching until the end to learn about all of them. So without further ado, let's get started. Number 1. Choosing the window seat on planes. Do you love flying and sitting by the window seat to enjoy the view? Well, I have some bad news for you. You see, when you're on a plane, you're closer to the sun and its ultraviolet radiation. UV rays are invisible to the human eye, but they can severely damage your skin cells and DNA. There are two types of UV rays, UVB and UVA, and both types can cause skin cancer. Now you might think that the plane windows protect you from these rays, but you're wrong. Plane windows block out most of the UVB rays, but only about 50% of the UVA rays. That means that sunlight coming through the windows can expose your skin to significant amounts of damage from UVA rays. And guess what? UVA rays can penetrate through clouds and glass, so even if it's cloudy or you're wearing sunglasses, you're not safe. So the best thing you can do here is to apply sunscreen with at least SPF 30 and broad-spectrum protection before and during your flight. You can also wear protective clothing, such as a hat, a scarf, or a long-sleeved shirt to cover your exposed skin. Number 2. Always asking for receipts. Do you always ask for receipts when you buy something? If so, you might want to rethink this habit. Receipts are made of a special kind of paper called thermal paper, which uses heat to print the information instead of ink. This paper is coated with a chemical called bisphenol A or BPA, which makes the writing darker and clearer. But BPA is not just a harmless substance. It is a hormone disruptor that can interfere with your body's natural balance of hormones. When BPA messes with your hormones, it can increase your risk of developing hormone-related cancers, such as breast, prostate, and ovarian cancer. So how does BPA get into your body from receipts? Well, BPA can easily rub off the paper and get onto your skin, especially if the paper is old or damaged. From there, it can enter your bloodstream and circulate throughout your body. You can also ingest BPA if you touch your mouth or food after handling receipts. And if you store receipts in your wallet, purse, or car, you can expose yourself to even more BPA as the heat and friction can release more of the chemical from the paper. So try to avoid taking receipts unless you really need them. And if you do take receipts, fold them so the printed side is facing inwards and store them in a separate envelope or bag. Also, wash your hands thoroughly after touching receipts and avoid touching your face or food until you do. Number 3. Drinking lots of hot beverages. Do you love sipping on a steaming cup of tea, coffee, or soup? If so, you might want to let it cool down a bit before you drink it. According to the World Health Organization, hot liquids can damage the cells that line your esophagus, making them more prone to mutations and inflammation. These damaged cells may then become cancerous over time, especially if they are exposed to other risk factors such as smoking, alcohol, or environmental toxins. The main type of cancer that is linked to hot drinks is esophageal cancer, which affects the tube that connects your mouth to your stomach. This cancer is more common in some parts of the world, such as China, Iran, Turkey, and South America, where people drink tea or mate at very high temperatures, about 70 degrees Celsius or 158 degrees Fahrenheit. That's way hotter than the average cup of coffee or tea in the US or Europe, which is usually around 60 degrees Celsius or 140 degrees Fahrenheit. The good news here is that you can reduce your risk of esophageal cancer by simply letting your beverage cool down a bit before you sip it. It's recommended to drink your hot drinks at temperatures below 65 degrees Celsius or 149 degrees Fahrenheit, which is still warm enough to enjoy. Number 4. Rolling your windows down in heavy traffic. When you roll your windows down in heavy traffic, you expose yourself to a lot of air pollution. Air pollution is a mixture of tiny particles and gases that come from cars, factories, power plants, and other sources. Some of these pollutants are known as carcinogens, which means they can cause cancer. For example, benzene, formaldehyde, and diesel exhaust are all common carcinogens that you can find in the air. It gets worse if you're stuck in traffic jams or at red lights. In fact, the pollution levels inside your car can be up to 40% higher than on the open road. When you breathe in these pollutants, they can damage your DNA and cause mutations in your cells. These mutations can then lead to abnormal cell growth and tumor formation. The parts of your body that are most affected by air pollution are your lungs, throat, mouth, and nose. In fact, lung cancer is the leading cause of cancer death worldwide, and air pollution is one of the major risk factors for it. So if you have to drive in heavy traffic, keep your windows closed and use the air conditioner instead. This will help filter out some of the pollutants and keep them from entering your car. Before we continue, if you have been enjoying the video so far, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss more videos like this. Number 5. Using your phone late at night. Do you love scrolling through your phone before you go to bed? Do you check your messages, watch videos, or play games until you fall asleep? If so, you might be putting yourself at risk of cancer. It all has to do with a hormone called melatonin. Melatonin is a natural substance that your body produces at night. It helps regulate your sleep cycle and also has a powerful anti-cancer effect. Melatonin can prevent DNA damage, slow down tumor growth, and enhance your immune system. In other words, melatonin is your body's way of fighting off cancer while you sleep. But here's the catch: melatonin production is affected by light. When you expose yourself to bright light at night, such as from your phone screen, you disrupt your body's natural clock. This means that your body produces less melatonin and therefore less protection against cancer. Studies have shown that people who use their phones at night have lower levels of melatonin and higher levels of oxidative stress, which is a major cause of cell damage and mutation. So try to turn off your phone at least an hour before you go to bed. Or better yet, keep it out of your bedroom altogether. Number 6. Asking for extra pepperoni on pizza. Pepperoni is a type of cured meat, which means it has been preserved with salt, nitrites, and other chemicals. These chemicals can react with the proteins in the meat and form compounds called nitrosamines, which are known to cause cancer in animals and humans. Nitrosamines can damage the DNA of your cells and make them grow abnormally. They can also interfere with the enzymes that repair your DNA and prevent cancer. So try to limit your intake of pepperoni and other cured meats, such as bacon, ham, salami, and hot dogs. You can also choose other toppings for your pizza, such as vegetables, cheese, or chicken. Number 7. Taking clothes to the dry cleaner. Dry cleaning is a method of cleaning clothes that uses solvents instead of water. The most common solvent used is perchloroethylene, or PERC for short. PERC is a colorless, volatile liquid that dissolves dirt, grease, and stains from fabrics. It sounds like a miracle worker, right? Well, not so fast. According to the International Agency for Research on Cancer, PERC is classified as a Group 2A carcinogen, which means it is probably carcinogenic to humans. Studies have shown that exposure to PERC can increase the risk of bladder cancer, lymphoma, and multiple myeloma. So how do you get exposed to PERC? Well, when you take your clothes to the dry cleaner, some of the PERC remains in the fabric. When you wear or store your clothes, the PERC can evaporate into the air and you can breathe it in. You can also absorb it through your skin or ingest it if you touch your mouth after handling your clothes. So try to avoid dry cleaning your clothes as much as possible. And if you have to dry clean your clothes, choose a cleaner that uses PERC-free solvents. Number 8. Using products that contain mineral oils. Do you know what mineral oils are? They are a byproduct of petroleum, and they are used in many products, such as cosmetics, lubricants, and pharmaceuticals. Mineral oils are made of hydrocarbons, which are molecules of hydrogen and carbon. Some of these hydrocarbons are called polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, or PAHs, and they are very bad for you. PAHs are carcinogenic, which means they can damage your DNA and cause mutations that can lead to cancer. But how do you get exposed to mineral oils? Well, you can get them from the products you use on your skin, such as moisturizers, lotions, and makeup. These products can contain mineral oils that are not highly refined, which means they still have PAHs and other toxic substances in them. When you apply these products on your skin, they can get absorbed into your bloodstream and reach your organs. This can increase your risk of developing skin, lung, and breast cancer. Number 9. Not eating enough veggies. Veggies are not only delicious and colorful, but they are also packed with nutrients that can help protect your body from cancer. They contain vitamins, minerals, phytochemicals, and antioxidants that can fight off harmful free radicals and prevent damage to your cells. Studies have shown that eating less than 3.5 to 5 cups of fruits and vegetables daily can increase your risk of mouth, tongue, and other oral cancers. And if you eat processed meat, such as hot dogs, deli food, and sausage, you might be even worse off. These foods are classified as carcinogens by the World Health Organization, which means they can cause cancer. According to studies, the best veggies to lower your risk of cancer are garlic, cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, kale, Brussels sprouts, and cabbage, and finally, leafy greens such as spinach, kale, collard greens, and lettuce. Number 10. Having a drink or two after work. Having a drink or two after work might seem like a harmless way to unwind and relax, but alcohol is not your friend when it comes to preventing this deadly disease. In fact, it is one of the most avoidable causes of cancer in the world. When you drink alcohol, your body breaks it down into a chemical called acetaldehyde. This chemical is toxic and can damage your DNA, which is the code that tells your cells what to do. When your DNA is damaged, your cells can grow out of control and form tumors. This can happen in different parts of your body, such as your mouth, throat, esophagus, liver, colon, rectum, and breast. The more you drink, the higher your risk of cancer. According to the American Cancer Society, men who drink more than 2 drinks per day and women who drink more than 1 drink per day have a higher risk of developing cancer than people who drink less or not at all. And if you smoke, you are even more likely to get cancer from alcohol because the two substances interact and make each other more harmful. So next time you feel like having a drink or two after work, think twice. So these were some of the daily habits that can increase your risk of cancer and how you can avoid them. By making some simple changes to your lifestyle, you can lower your chances of getting this disease and improve your overall health and well-being. Remember, prevention is always better than cure, so take care of yourself and stay healthy. Now we want to hear from you. Do you have some of these habits? Did you know they were bad for you before watching the video? Share with us your experiences and opinions in the comments below. We love to hear them. Thanks for watching.